Right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to GT New Horizons. Today is a bit of a fun day. I'm starting a lot later than I planned because of the fact that we had some hardware issues. And I had to go and basically reset everything on my computer. Took quite a while. And we're in GT New Horizons. It's been a while since I've streamed, and part of that is because every time I loaded Minecraft, my computer would just crash after a little bit. But I did some driver updates, and we're going to see if things are stable now. So, to catch you guys up on things that were happening off camera, one thing that I did is I did build an ore drilling plant. We got stuff for this going on here. I got a super tank full of fuel ready to power this thing. I believe I still need to build a generator for this. Yes, I do. I got a super tank with a little bit of drilling fluid here. I have a mixer. I thought I had a thing with lubricant in here. Not seeing that. Where did I put that? Where did you go? There we go. 29 cells. Well, stick that right there. Did I stick the water cells in here? Yeah. We'll use up those water cells as well. Even though I plan on using a reservoir, we'll use these up. But yeah, that's kind of where I've left off. The other thing is I have been working on building some AE stuff here. I did process some tungsten. Case in point, I do have my advanced nano chestplate. That was one of the things I did build, and all the machines for that are like down here in the hole. I'm in the middle of getting things ready to switch all the machines to EV with a secondary HV over there. But it's a work in progress, let me tell you. And I have stuff here that I'm building to get a bunch of blast furnaces going for automated titanium and things of that nature. Now, the last stream, which was, I think, 3 weeks ago, give or take, we built these at the very, very end. I never set it up and configured it. We do have it built. This is basically for our Teflon automation and our polyethylene. But after I had stopped the stream, I realized that we need polyvinyl chloride too. And I was like, I don't have enough chlorine. And talking to a couple of guys on GT&H, we decided to just tank it since I don't have any form of wireless tank, wireless fluid transfer. What else did we do while we were off? We continued working on a little bit of Thaumcraft. And I picked up a whole bunch of nodes. Now, I haven't started combining these yet. I will eventually start combining them. But I want to get a bright node to use as a base, if possible. Oh, excuse me. Gotta love allergy season. And so that was the plan with that. Let's grab this, because we have been going through a lot of these tanks. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with moving our saltwater pump because the saltwater drill, we're out of the node I put it on is just completely tapped at this point. So we're gonna go ahead and get that moved first, and then I think go from there. Oh yeah, last thing is I did make a prospector. That was the other thing I made because I got tired of blowing up things, but I still got to do that for some stuff. So, but yeah, so to our saltwater. Now I happen to be right in the middle of a chalcopyrite vein, which is fine. Let's turn you off. Grab you out of there. And then that should be that for that. We'll have to go in and dig up all of the mining pipe, but that's fine. Because for some reason the thing that pulls the pipe up automatically just doesn't always work. So, but we'll remove the tanks last. I love how fast this wrench works compared to the other. Get rid of our chunk loader. And then I want to go... Oh, wrong one. Couple chunks this way. Right into a cave! Yay! Oh, gotta love it. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay. Hey, Ryan. We are attempting to do some evening GT. I say attempting because I don't know how stable my computer will be. Da, 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 da. How are you today, sir? I trust the day is treating you well. Hey, threefold. It has been a while. And Ryan all by his lonesome now. Yeah, I've been like my streams just have not gone well as far as planning lately. It's like, okay, I'm going to stream at this time and I'm going to do this and everything's going to go according to plan and nothing goes according to plan. That's how my attempts at streaming have been lately. So how you guys been? You should always answer the Greg. Always answer the Greg. Alright. Got that. Sleep? We sleep here? Nobody gave me that memo. Alright. Now this will continue getting us our salt water, and once this tank is full, we will use that to deal with our chlorine problems. But yeah, I'll be honest, like part of the reason I took a break from Greg for so long was because of computer instability. I for some reason, while playing Minecraft, my computer would just hard crash. Completely hard crash. And we didn't know why. It would happen while I had Minecraft up and YouTube up. And then it would just crash. We didn't know what was causing it. We didn't know what the source of the problem was. We just knew it was. And it put a damper on me doing anything for several weeks. And I think I finally fixed it. I think. I updated some drivers for my Intel processor and my motherboard. So we're going to see how stable it is. If I suddenly just cut off, my computer crashed. And I'll be back in a few minutes. But, yeah, I'm finally starting to get into AE. Like, I'm getting Teflon, I'm getting AE going. I still don't know how I'm going to power everything. I have no clue how I'm going to power it. Because things have changed. Oh, have they? I wasn't sure if it was a Windows update that did it. I was, I mean, it might have been because Windows did do some updates for my motherboard, so that is actually possible. It very well could have been a Windows update. That's a good point. But then I ended up launching the software for my motherboard, and they said that they had updates. And after I've run those updates, it has not crashed. So, you know, here's to hoping. Here's to hoping. But I'm trying to think of what else I did, like, in between the crashes. I did raid a gas tower. We got Carmite and stuff here. And like helmet crab spawners, Carmite broodling spawners, Carmite golem spawners. I have all these spawners. And there's a reason that I collected all of those spawners, and that's because I updated the server to 2.2.0.0 RC3. It's not stable. There are a few issues with some stuff in the IV or higher tier. And they're working on fixing that right now. This is not a public release. This is a Zeta release that I'm in right now. And the reason I went ahead and updated it is because of this machine right here. Extreme Extermination Chamber. And this is the machine, one of the machines we're going to work on today. Hopefully. I'm hoping we'll get one of these built today. So what this thing does is you build this multi-block. And it works like basically like a Wootz mob grinder, or what's the other one where you program the cards or whatever for it? Hostile mob networks, I think it's called. Or at least that's the newer version of it. But it basically works like that, where it spawns the mob in this little machine, kills it, and gives you the outputs. And it gives you XP. But the cool thing about this is that also, if you put the blood magic ritual on it and you set it for this, it does the blood magic ritual stuff and gives you the life essence for that. And that works perfectly for how my server's set up. Hostile neural networks. Thank you, Threefold. Yeah, it used to be deep mob learning. Gotcha. But yeah, so we're going to be taking a look at this machine. Now, I've already tested this in single player to understand like how much power is required and things of that nature. And we can run this with HV energy hatches. I actually tested it. I turned off Infernal. I tested to see if it would not spawn Infernal. It actually did not spawn Infernal for the mobs we're concerned about. And essentially what you do is you build the multi-block, and then you grab yourself one of these powered spawners, like say Enderman spawner, for example. And then you just plug it into the multi-block, and it spawns the mobs, kills them, and gives you the output. From what I could tell, it was pretty energy efficient. It wasn't too bad. But we're gonna build one of these today, I think. Possibly. It does require some stuff that's gonna take a bit of work. Like we're gonna need to make some borosilicate glass. And we're going to go with the HV variant because we're going to be doing HV tier with this. So we will need to get this done. Molten borosilicate. We will find a way. All right, so we just need boron and glass to make this, it looks like. And do I have boron? Boron? Paging boron. Oh, I got 2 stacks of boron. We are set. We are set. So all we gotta do is crush some glass. 4 stacks of glass should be enough. And I'm not worried about wasting the glass on this because we'll use it later. We will use it later. But that's one of the things I want to work on today. The other thing I want to do today is I do want to get the Teflon finished. I want to also get... I don't see myself getting the titanium automation done in here. We might start it, we might not finish it. But we're definitely getting at least one of these extermination chambers going because I need ender pearls. I need ender pearls out the wazoo so I can finish building these buildings. Because I love these blocks. I want to use these blocks. But they require ender pearls. And RNGesus has not been kind to me in getting a regenerating Enderman. So, we're going with that. Let's see here. We're going to need minimum 10 solid machine casings. I think we're actually going to need more than that. Because it's a 5x5, 5x7x5. I'm pretty sure I used a lot of those. We also need some diamonds. For spikes. Do I have enough diamonds? Do I have diamond spikes laying around? Because we're going to need 9 diamond spikes to make this. So it makes 2. So we're going to need at least... We're going to need at least, just for these plates, 2 blocks of plates. Then you have the swords. We're going to need 5 diamond swords. There's 1. I do have a bunch of diamond plates here. So that can take care of the other ones, and we have a little extra here. We might be okay. We might be okay, because if I forge hammer down these exquisites and these flawless, that might give us enough diamonds to actually do this. Now, threefold, I don't want you to laugh at me, but my only forge hammer is the steam one. I never upgraded this. I had no reason to. It's the old adage, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But no, I am going to be building a HV forge hammer. At least an HV forge hammer. Because we'll be getting into AE soon, so it's time. It's time. I'm going to let this churn away for a little bit. We'll put the other ones in there here in a second, because we got a lot of parts to make. We got like so much stuff to make. How much steel do I have? I might want to get some steel going too. Although, you know, I'm getting ahead of myself. What does this even require? Vacuum hoppers, EV robot arms. That's not too bad. I got pistons. I got plenty of motors. So that's not a problem. And I have a stack of circuits. Because I went through all of my SMDs the other day. So we're good on that front. Now, I know you won't believe me, but it's not because I'm not lazy, or because I'm lazy. I just didn't feel like doing it. It's just, I never use the forge hammer. Ever. It is a machine I use once a blue moon. So I just never upgraded it. There was no need to. Da 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 da. Yeah. I think we have enough parts to build this. I think. The only thing I'm questioning is steel. Which, honestly, we can cook up some steel. It's pretty fast. If I don't accomplish anything else today, though, and I only get this extermination thing working today, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with only getting this working today. Because that means I'll have ender pearls. And I can finally finish building my base. Oh! Oh, threefold. You'll enjoy this. Because I finally unlocked something. I didn't realize that they had moved this over to here. So they changed some things in the Space Race tab. When you complete the dungeon, the moon dungeon, it unlocks this one where you consume a moon dungeon brick and you just get this. And then it unlocks 2 hidden rewards where you can choose the personal dimension. Or you can get a bunch of these. Like 10 EV loot bags. I don't know if I want to choose the personal dimension. Because I don't even... you only get one time unless you admin change it to alter it. But this is one of those things where I wouldn't do this right now. Like, the reason I haven't selected it yet is I believe they're fixing something with that in this version. So the personal dimension is a little off if you're making it new. If it's pre-existing, you're fine. But apparently there was an issue making it new. I didn't read all the details on it. I don't know. It could already be fixed. It could have been a previous version. But there was something about it that was broken. You're firing up the OC3 client. Is your world server... did you already update the server to it too? I'm actually curious of how your world will react to it. Because your entire base is in that void dim. And they replaced the void dim with this mod. I'm wondering what's going to happen to your base when you update. I would be very curious to see that. All right, we need 3 vacuum hoppers. Does it have to be wrought iron? No, it could be iron. Okay. And that's for 1. Math is hard. some of the new bases they have in the preview for the thing look amazing, by the way. Like, I was looking at the base previews and then looking at my own base, and it was just like, I am not worthy. I have so much work to get done. Base building is the real end game. Alright, so that got us another stack and a quarter. Maybe. Okay, ULV 7. I could just make 8 stacks of this. Hey, Dream. We are making the extermination chamber today. That's what we decided on. I think that's the boron, right? Yeah. All right, cool. We'll let that craft while we work on the other stuff. So that's for the swords. I'm going to need, at minimum, 7 blocks, which is exactly 1 stack. Yeah, okay, cool. New series? We're going to try to salvage his old world so he can continue his past one. He's not Carrix. He's not gonna... He's got to finish that first one. Come on, Dream. I think honestly, I think if Threefold had to start over completely, it might break him. It nearly broke me. Right now I am in between EV and HV. I have tungsten, and I'm getting things ready, but yeah, I'm in between EV and HV. That is true. A lot of stuff went wrong the first time. Can I just put this in liquid form and then make it into the block? Is it going to be that nice to me? I don't know how I feel about this. I have a little bit of hope. I take that back, Dream. I did not say I have hope. Please do. You don't have to overreact. Yeah, this version is RC3 right now. The server's on RC3 right now. Just so you know. So what you're seeing right now is me playing RC3. Because I really wanted this extermination chamber, and looking at all the issues that RC3 has, it's not in my tier. So I figured YOLO. But from what I was reading, it was like IV and LUV tiers that had some problems. I believe I believe it is threefold. From what I remember, um, it was pulled in through Jenkins, so I'm pretty sure that fix is actually in there. I'm 99% certain it is. Because I think once they fixed it, Dream pulled it in immediately because of the nature of the bug. It was the one where the storage drawers was not reporting a dirty chunk when they updated their stored values. So you would end up with a chunk desync, and it would either duplicate or delete items when connected to an AE system. And one of the viewers of Threefold, who was also a dev, actually submitted that, and I saw that you pulled it in through Jenkins. Because the jar I got to fix it was a Jenkins jar from official GTNH. But that's what it was. It was the flagging the chunk is dirty on memory write. Storage Drawers wasn't doing that. And the guy fixed it. It was a long time ago, actually. Let me pull up, because Threefold DM'd it to me. Here's the going to make me log into my own chat. There's the link for it. That was the link. These ones need slicing. Okay, so that's for that. I don't know how much borosilicate glass we're going to need. But we'll at least turn all of this into blocks. And I need a block solidifier. Do I have a block mold? Do I? Don't I? I know I made this mold a long time ago. Huh. Did I really not make that mold? I thought that mold was required for the quest. Tea doesn't do anything with me. Like, I can, yeah, it doesn't do anything. Like, everyone keeps telling me to search with T, and I hit T and nothing happens. I think it's my key bindings. What is the function that needs to be bound with T? Well, we're gonna take a minute and just... see if I might have left it somewhere. Because this is the only other place it would be. And it's not here. But I do have some blank casts. So we'll just make it. We'll make it again. It is the GT way when something vanishes. Find it is the mod. Yeah, I don't know. Mod options. So I do have find it. It could be that I just lost it at some point. I'm not gonna discount the fact that it might have gotten lost. Because there have been desyncs before. So. Or, you know, I may have loaned it to somebody God knows how long ago. Like, with how my memory is, I remember everything now, but I don't remember stuff during the time when my head was getting fixed. So, there's no telling what happened with it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it. I'm going to throw it in a chest. And then I'm going to learn how to use this find it thing so that I can no longer be a GT New Horizons noob. There will be education today. Well, I'm thinking about it. Diamond sword. File and hammer. And then I just need a bunch of diamond screws. And from what I remember, I needed 2 energy hatches, a fluid output, an item input, an item output. And I think it was specific that it has to be a ULV input hatch, from what I remember. It was very specific. Yeah, I'm thinking it's outside of the config and I just need to learn how to use it. So, what I'll do is I'll make it, I'll throw it in a chest, and then I'll just try to find it. We'll have an episode of the GT community teaches Hotch today. Change the series, how not to be a nub. Alright, so we got that. Borosilicate. I need things. You ever have one of those moments where you regret all of your life decisions? Alright. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, so if I go into here, Block mold. I mouse over and I hit T. And it shows it right there. So it does work. I see the particle effects. Okay. I don't see it anywhere else. So, yeah, it works. It just must be one of those things where I never had it. And, no, I know I had it. I just don't know what happened to it. Oh, it even highlights it. How cute. That's awesome. I didn't know that it did this. How long does that highlight effect last? The more you know. What's the max tank for this? 16? Alright. A few months? While we're building this, we gotta also kind of decide where we're gonna put it. Now, I have this chamber down here. I was gonna actually dig this out and expand it. As you can see, we got the EV cable coming from here, and I'm kind of wondering if I want to change things. And set up a battery buffer here at this corner, and then continue the power line out, and then maybe build the chamber down here somewhere. We're going to break all of our tools today. All right, so that gives us that, and now we just need the screws. Do I have diamond screws? It does not look like I do. I do have industrial diamonds though, so we are going to abuse those first. Diamond plates. Perfect. Just the screws. All right. Now, I know I'm going to need 25 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I assume that all of the interactions and the outputs are on the front, so the maintenance on the front, the sword input is on the front, and the liquid XP output and the item output are on the front, and then only the hatches are in the back. That gives me 18 on the bottom and 25 on the top for steel casings. Put you away for a second. Did I seriously only make enough for 2? Let's see. I did 80. And that gives 2, so I need another 40. All of these will also go in there. And do I have ender pearl plates laying around? Yes. So that will deal with that. That'll give me 8 screws. I'm gonna need 1 more diamond's worth of screws. All the things. We're building all the things. We also need 12. Alright, so we're going to need 12 wireframes. No, it's 7 high. We need 20 steel frames. And then I said 25 plus 18. That is another 43. Or is it? Or is it, or is it, or is it? Because I'm only going to use probably 7 or so of these steel casings. I can cut down on my steel. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I'm only going to need 6 of those. So that means we need 21. And then 21 times 6 is 126. Math. All right. I probably went and made more than I should have, and that's fine. I'll use them at some point. I'm like doing all the crazy math in my head right now. Okay. I already know I'm going to need a bunch of these. And I'm going to need 4 coils. Although, do I have energy hatches already laying around? Did I already build a bunch of these in preparation for something? I don't have them there. I'm kind of debating if I want to steal them from the defunct LCRs, or if I want to make them. Because, like, I'm going to make them. It's just a matter of saving time. I guess while we're waiting on all this, we can go over some of the changes that I noticed on this version. One thing I noticed is I actually had to change my fuel system threefold in Dream. Now, Dream, you already know this, but this will be new to you. I had to actually add a circuit into the distillation tower for oil processing. And the reason being is they added a new efficiency recipe for HV oil processing. You always do HV hatches? I count every volt with mine. So I have some MV hatches with transformers. I have LV hatches. Like, I'm a little insane. I don't think any of you are surprised by that fact. You do all HV? I'm about to. I'm actually about to go full EV, but I don't know. Like, I'm still making HV machines because of the fact that I need to get quest credit because the quest book doesn't count higher tier machines. So I'm still making the other machines. And then I'm going to recycle them all. Alright, I want to get this going first. And then this. Code isn't really necessary, but... Did I only do... I guess I did. Lark it. We'll deal with it as we go. There's my screws. And now I need A saw and a screwdriver. Please have enough durability. I'm worried. Ooh. Oh. But we got it, and that's what matters. Alright, where am I storing the plates? Right here? Yeah. So I'll put the excess diamond plates there. We have our spikes. Set that right there. We have our ghost hoppers. And we have our very first extermination chamber. Which apparently there's a quest for. Now these are extras. I'm going to steal one of those for that. Do I have an output bus laying around? Maybe, maybe, maybe. Nope. Well, we can make one. Okie dokie. Did I put all of them in here? I left them here. Okay. Having a bit of nostalgia, 3? I never made the coils. Yada, yada, yada. There we are. What is the coils number? It is 1. Is it not? I have actually played all of the versions, and I will say that I like 1710. I like 112. 118 I'm still getting used to because of the fact that they changed the ore distribution in 118. And I can't get used to this new ore distribution. I mean, I find myself, like, spending hours trying to find stuff and finally giving up. Like, especially iron. Like, I give up on finding iron and I just go kidnap villagers and make an iron farm. A gold farm because I can't find iron. Like, it's easier for me to get redstone and everything to build an iron golem farm than it is to find iron. And I don't like that about 118. Otherwise, though, I do like the swimming in 118. I like the newer combat in 118. The ore distribution is my gripe. But I also understand why they did it. They want people to go into the new areas to find stuff, but... Alright, so we got coils, we got that. We got 2 of these. Got 2 of that. Now, one thing I am glad about is I do like the new colors for some of the ingots in GT. I can tell the difference between metals again! That's nitrogen. Where's my helium? Argon. What are you? There you are. I really need to label these at some point. I mean, it's not going to matter once I get AE going and I have, like, fluid storage buses on all of these. But, you know, it's the little things. Did I never set this to 2? Well, it's 2 now. I would say, though, that my favorite versions are definitely 1710 and 112 are my favorite versions. And it's 100% because of Galacticraft. Like, I am a Galacticraft fiend. Was this recipe changed on me? It needs to be liquid helium now. And how do we make liquid helium? Changed it on me. Alright, so we need to make liquid helium now. Do I have a fluid input in here? Tell me I added one. I did not. We are doing all the things today. They changed the recipes on me. Knack changed as well. It just means we make more hatches. More hatches. At least that's still the same. I know my request is going to go on deaf ears, but not everything has to be real. Sometimes real life sucks. I mean, if we were going with everything with real life, then we need to have a welding tool as well. For making the tanks, it has to be welded with a welding tool. As I say this, I hear new players for GT like screaming in horror. As I give you these ideas. Da, 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 da. Don't give you new ideas. I can say that based on things, you would have to go with an arc welder, and it would have to use soldering alloy wire. What am I looking for? This. Trying to remember if it's 1 per. It might be 1 per. Silicon does require EBF. That is correct. It's been like that since 2130QF, if I remember. How progress be going? We are making the mob thingy, and we're realizing a lot of recipes have changed, so we're having to change some multi-blocks around. Alright, so I'm only gonna lightly. This will be output. And then on this side, light break, input. All right. It probably requires a circuit. No. Hammer, maybe? Because I broke it? Oh, a whole 45 seconds. All right, that's fine. You need to use raw silicon and make it into Si solar grade. You need chlorine, but you get it fully back. I'm scared. We're going to take a look at the solar panel recipe. Okay, so we got the wafers. Silicon, gallium arsenide. Gallium arsenide crystal. That's new. Huh. Silicon solar grade poly. Okay. Silicon and chlorine for silicon tetrachloride. Wow. I'm glad you mentioned this because I actually did not notice this. I am so glad I have all these boules pre-made. You see, I'm trying to convince Threefold to come back to GT, to start back into it. And I'm trying to convince, like, other friends of mine to come and play GT. I'm trying to get more people on the server. And, with every update, it gets scarier and scarier. It's just gonna be like, you think you can handle the Greg? You cannot handle the Greg. Alright, cool. So that gives us our casings. We got borosilicate glass here somewhere. Alright, got some borosilicate glass. We got spikes. We just need a output bus. You're sweating in fear? Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely more nice stuff. That's one of the things I'm showcasing with this. Like, we're building one of the nice things. We're building one of the nice things today. There needs to be a little bit of sunshine at the end of the tunnel. There was changes to bees? I was unaware of the bee changes. I just did a... Into the arc furnace you go. I always break the first rule of GT. Look before you insert. Yeah, I actually saw a guy do a video on GT and basically saying that, like, it's the pack that gives people, like, PTSD or something like that. So something, like, crazy, which really kind of made me laugh. And they were talking about how, like, the pack gets so crazy that the end game goal is making the Stargate. And it's a goal that takes a very, very, very long time to do. I don't remember who it was. It was just something I browsed and clicked in the middle of the night because I, like, breathe, eat, and sleep GT. I was actually looking for ideas on a power system for EV, but Igblon? I'll have to look at that here in a little bit. Lead cable. Alright. I've never actually made a ULV casing before. This is like a first time that is required for this. Lead wires. Hey, David. Alright. And I need a tiny chest. I wish I could just steal these from Unk. Do 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 do. Alrighty, so that will handle that. And then that just leaves... Oh, right. Where'd I put it? I think I have another tank here. I'm gonna have to make a output. I have another LV. Nope. Really cutting the steel close here. But we will make this thing today. It will work. We'll have it today. I think I'm just going to stick it somewhere initially and then move it later. Just because of power concerns. Plus time, it's like getting late for you guys. Alright, so we want this to be a 2. Should just use the ones I had in there. Alright, so there's our output. And then we have our sword input here. I think this is all the parts. So all we got left to do now is essentially hook it up. I am going to need a couple of transformers. Or at least one transformer. And then a couple of battery buffers. Now, I'm not going to worry about the battery buffers today. We're just going to do a transformer and plug it direct. Just for showing it off. And we're going to plug it really close to the power system as well. So that we don't have to worry about the loss. In fact, yeah, that's what I'll do is I'll we only got 3 things left to make. I hope. Like I say that and I'm like over here thinking to myself, aha, so this is GT. It's never just 3 things. Do I just want to do 2 transformers for this? And have it direct on the line, at least for the test? Yeah, because I can always use the other transformers. Where are my power ICs? I could have sworn I made a whole bunch of them. Let's see, next. Not in here, not in there. Am I out of low power ICs? Of all the things to be out of? Do I have any? Well, I mean, I can just do glowstone. Right? Yeah. Emerald lens. Boots of the Traveler make me too fast. Ah, the lens not in here. All right. This should just auto cut if I... Yeah. Yeah, it's doing it. Okay, cool. We'll have that shortly. Do 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 do. So just waiting on the power ICs. And we can start assembling this. Let's put all of this other stuff away. Alright, so that gives us the Transformers, and I am going to go with Enderman as my first. Grab this as well. I need to make room, so we're going to get rid of these temporarily. We are building things. Now I'm just going to throw it in here because I have an open line to the power right here. So it just makes sense to temporarily stick it here. Plus, this is one of the few buildings I have that's tall enough to actually handle this. And then this is going to be all of the different things for the machine. Output bus. ULV input hatch. Maintenance. And liquid output. We're going to place that there because we want our XP to go directly into there. The corners are the steel frames. I can't believe I have this by memory. And I think we're going to need more borosilicate looking at this, but we'll see. The top is steel casings. Yeah, we're going to need more borosilicate, but that's fine. I'll get that going here in a second. And the type of borosilicate glass, just so you guys know, must match the energy hatch. That's actually the important thing, is this borosilicate glass must match the energy hatch tier. And yeah, let me get the other glass going. It should have finished grinding. Boots of the Traveler for the win! This fortunately won't take that long. We'll let that mix and then get the spikes installed while we're waiting. So the spikes go in the center here. And then we just finish with the glass, and then the build is done. And I should probably get a chest, because we're going to get a bunch of outputs. And actually, Dream, they are. They're too fast sometimes. But Dream, there's actually a request I have for this, and I'll show it to you here in a second what it is. And it's an OR dictionary request. So I'll put that in at some point. But I would like the Enderman heads between Hardcore Ender Expansion and Ender IO to be OR dictionaried, because they're not interchangeable right now. And this device only gives you the Hardcore Ender Expansion heads. So you still have to go and create mob farms for other things because of it. Yeah, I'll show you. We're going to be plugging it in, so you'll see it. Now, one other thing I want to do, because I do want to show off the sword mechanic. Now, there are indestructible swords in this pack. However, if you use them in this machine, it will eat their durability. So you don't want to use anything you want to keep, because it's going to destroy the sword regardless. But we're going to... I'm seeing if I already have a sword with looting on it. It does not look like that's the case. So we'll take an ironwood sword, and we will grab ourselves a book and quill. And I moved all of my XP in there. That was really smart of me. But we're going to show how all of this works. So the system has two different modes depending on what you do. With a sword and without a sword. If you put a sword in there with an enchant, you get increased looting. You went into my mob one, didn't you? I already know I'm going to need 40 levels of XP, so we'll just grab that. And if memory serves me, it's going to take me roughly 10 levels to apply this enchant. A little bit of stuttering there. And 9 levels. I was only off by 1. Alright, so are you done melting my glass? You're nearly done. Hey, I had 6 in here the entire time? Ah. Okay, so there are 2 Enderman heads. You have the Ender IO Enderman head, and then you have the hardcore expansion Enderman head. The problem is the Enderman head for Ender IO, it doesn't have a dedicated drop list set up, but this one does when looting is applied. This is the one for the mob drops from the extermination chamber. The problem is you can't use the Enderman head for things that you use on this one. They're not interchangeable. So, using this multi-block doesn't help with making Ender IO stuff because it's dropping a completely different head. So in order to do Ender IO, you're still going to end up setting up a Enderman mob farm at some point just to get those heads. So that was mainly it. Either ordict or add this head as a possible drop chance as well. So you get one or the other. Either of those would solve the problem. Yep, we're going to get it built. Have a good one, Dream. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. That's why I started making more glass. I knew it. Ooh! Hotch kills himself on stream, stepping on spikes. Four. We need 4. You know, one thing I do like is the fact that I do like the fact that the boost of the Traveler, it doesn't matter. The concrete doesn't matter because it doesn't affect it at all. So I can use whatever design pattern for the roads I want now. I don't have to use that ugly concrete. Totally not overly happy about this. You only need 4 to test this thing. There's 3. Alright. We'll sort out the rest later. We're at least doing this today. Alright. Now, we just have to fix the thing. And hook it up to power. Alright, I am seeing the one I want to see right there. So we are turned on. And I never grabbed the chest. Now, I'm curious, actually, if it's going to follow the configuration that I have, or if it's going to ignore the configuration. I'm hoping it ignores it. That would be awesome if it does. Because I currently have it set to spit out souls. Okay. So, stuff's going to output into here. This is where you put the sword. And we're going to kind of show off the 2 different things. Now, this slot right here is where you will put your powered spawner. We have a handy-dandy Enderman in there. And it is currently running on its own. It says it's running perfectly. I need to actually do this. Can't change mode while running. There. So shift right clicking turns off infernal mobs, which is what we want. And then we're going to re-enable it, and it's spawning Enderman. Now, the Enderman spawns, you know, you can get the Thaumic Tinker shards, but without a looting, you're only going to get like 1 pearl per mob spawn. You're not going to get a whole lot. But that's where the sword comes in. So when you put the sword in, it's going to take a little durability per cycle off the sword, but you'll get double the pearls or double the base drop and then additional chance at other drops each cycle. And that makes this thing like really, really powerful. Like, this makes me happy. And then, as you can see here, like, I'm getting, it should be 120 millibuckets of XP every kill. And there's even a mode to where if you were to stick a ritual on the top, it will look for that ritual. If you were to look over here, it tells you can prevent infernal mobs by shift-clicking with a screwdriver. You can enable ritual mode with a screwdriver. It's just a single right click with the screwdriver, and it will look for the well of suffering on top of the multi-block. But with this, our ender pearl problem is finally solved. I will finally be able to build the base and decorate it and get everything done. I have pearls! Threefold, Ryan! Everybody, I have pearls! I was going to say, my power system totally isn't on fire right now, I'm sure. I think later what I might end up doing with this is I'm probably going to swap the sword input and the output here because I don't think their like positions are required. And I'm going to stick a controller here with an inventory check. Yeah, you just need a decent durability sword with looting. But I tried doing it with an indestructible sword, and it was actually taking the durability off of the indestructible sword. It will break indestructible items. So you need to keep that in mind. Don't stick your Avaricia Sword of the Cosmos in this thing. It will destroy it. It will go bye-bye. But other than that, like, this is fine. And I'm sure the Avaricia thing, they'll fix eventually. I hope. But any mob that you stick in a Ender IO spawner will work in this. I tested it on all the vanilla mobs. I tested it on the mobs in Twilight Forest, like Carmite, Ghasts. I did not test it on the Twilight Forest bosses. I don't know if it will work on that. I don't even think you can capture the bosses in a soul vial. I love, though, how the mob, like, stares at you. Like, it follows you. Just looking like, you know, you did this to me. Does the Thaumic Restore exist? Does it exist? No, I don't think it does. This totally is not the Thaumic Restore right here. As far as the recipe goes, it's actually not that bad. It's actually not that bad. It's an infusion recipe. But it's not as bad as it looks. I would say for GT, this is cheap. It's just hardened glass, really, is the hardest part. Now I can make a repairable sword? Yeah. But the thing is I would have to pull the sword out, or stop the machine, pull the sword out, and then throw it back in there. Like, I can take this out. Rude! I wasn't expecting to get hit by lightning. That's right, it's not inventory. You just right-click with the item. Am I out of... Oh, I'm out now. Alright, well. It takes a lot of... How many times am I going to get struck by lightning in a single, like, session? Now, one thing I did notice is that, like, these Ender Shards aren't common. They're very rare. They're rarer than the Enderman heads. And at least with these particular Enderman heads, I can put them in a chemical bath with blood, and it gives me pearls. But that's really its only use. That and making AGE loot bags. So... But it doesn't even need the sword. It runs just fine without the sword. It's just I get more pearls per tick with this, and I like that. But yeah, Squirrel. We built a mob thing. We're gonna let this run for a little bit. Let's see. How much time do I have left? Do I turn this all? Yeah, for now I'll turn it all into borosilicate glass. Why not? Or I can turn it into the ingots. Because I'm pretty sure this... Yeah, that's used for fiber reinforced epoxy. That's what I thought it was. We do need these. At some point. But we'll just store it as blocks for now. Do I want to build an ME system? I could get a simple one going for now, just to handle storage and stuff until I get the actual core going. I was looking it up, and the core that I use takes 4 amps of HV alone just to power it. That's just the core. That's not the P2Ps. That's not the disk drives. That's not anything else. That's just the core. So I might want to set up a standard one just to get some basic automation going to make our lives a little easier. We will do that. We will get that going. Let's see here. I need a disk drive. Or ME drive, I should say. Not too bad. Except I have, like, no ME glass cable. I can make some, though. I apologize. There are a bunch of kids. I'm hearing a bunch of kids outside, and I knew this was coming as soon as I heard them. All right, flux cable, flux. Oh, I need Certus rods. No, I don't. Make me all the cable. All right, so that'll make our Certus cable. We need... We're just going to do a very, very basic one. We're not going to go too crazy. Getting our ME going. What else do I need for this? 4 stainless. What do you need? 4 titanium. Now, before I continue, is there an alternate recipe for this? No, there is not. Stainless steel, chest, MV circuits, glass, steel chest. We will get it right one of these iterations. One of you. One of you. There's our ME drive. We'll stick that right there for right now. I need to also make a panel. Now, I've gotten a lot of panels from all right, so this is the one I'm most likely going to go with. Molded soldering alloy, that's fine. Glowstone plates, red alloy plate, titanium, and a computer screen. Okay. I'm unsure of why it's not working, but we're going to find out. That's why it's not working. All right, so glass pane. Four aluminum plates. Now, I thought I had a chest of dyes. There we go. Is it yellow or blue? Blue. I did it again. You guys don't want to know how often I actually do that. Is there a code? There's not a code. It just requires vanilla for that one. So we'll do it like this. That is fine. Titanium, glowstone plate, red alloy plate. I should have glowstone plate right there. I don't see red alloy plate though. Alright, so now we just need a cell of soldering alloy. There's our illuminated panel, which will open up a whole bunch of other quests for us that we already have completed. So then I just grab all of these. Okay, so I need to turn it into an ME terminal. Another quartz rod, quartzite screw. Quartzite. Okay. I'm desynced. Good to know. And Certus quartz. That should make the Certus quartz plate. These will make the rods that we need. Making all the things today. This is at least MV. That's good to know. Is there a circuit code for it? No. And in 20 seconds, we'll have our terminal. which will open up a bunch of the other stuff. What's needed for this one? ME processing pattern. I won't need that until later. But we are going to go ahead and claim... Ooh. AE loot bag or platinum? I'm going to choose the loot bag. But I thought for a little bit on that platinum. Yeah, yeah. Especially since, like, I purposely made a bunch of these item processors for these loot bags. Everything I have, ME controllers, all of it, was all from these AE beginner loot bags. So we're going to open that here in a little bit. All right, there's the ME terminal, which is going to complete this one. I can choose additional terminals or a loot bag. We'll go with loot bag. And then I will figure out where we're going to put this system now that we have the parts for it. But before we call it a day, we're going to have a little loot bag fun. All right, we got 4 shiny AE loot bags. The first one, we get a 1K ME sale and some smart cable. Second loot bag, we get a ME disk drive and some crafting cards. Third one, flux crystals and charged nether quartz. And the last one, the same thing. I actually don't think I keep charged nether quartz. I just turn it into flux. Fluix. Alright, we'll set that there for now. As you guys can see, like, I have a whole bunch of storage components and whatnot that I got from these loot bags. I made the circuits here, but yeah. Anyway, Threefold, you're away, but hopefully you'll see this when you come back. But thank you guys for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you all later. So with that, goodbye.